How's it going, everybody? My cup of tea here, back with another reaction video, and today we're here to watch some more videos from Diamondbolt. Yay, yay. Now, I think a couple months ago, we had watched one of his videos called The Worst Animated Movies Ever Made. And so here we are to watch part 2 of that installment, which has SpongeBob in the centerpiece. I see Scooby-Doo, Sandy, don't know that chimp, and I know that top right character, because I saw that movie with my friend last year on YouTube. Dino Island, I think it was called. That is a movie. That is a movie that definitely belongs on this list. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, let's start this.
What's up, gamers? So last month I went on a quest to find the worst animated movie of all time, and a lot more people watched it than I thought, so now we're doing another one of these. Yeah, that's the only reason we're doing this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Last time I used the enormous sample size of 5 movies to objectively decide that Food Fight was the worst animated movie ever made, but I did my best to try and find 3 more kids movies that I can proudly say I did not enjoy as an adult man. But first, I know it's time for everyone's favorite part, the ad time. This video is brought to you by FlexiSpot, because as someone that sits in a chair for 17 hours a day looking at unfunny Twitter memes instead of actually doing my work, I'm sure you can imagine I spend a lot of time giving myself severe back injuries because I sit like L from Death Note. Like, for some reason, whenever I'm sitting in a chair, I can't just like sit like a normal person. Like, I have to be cross-legged or just anything other than a position where I'll still be able to walk when I'm like 30. So FlexiSpot sent me their C7 chair to try out, and just like that, I can feel my spine again. The chair adjusts pretty much how I want to sit. I'm gonna break myself if I sit in a chair like that. I don't get too carefree. Session as cushy as possible, and it's got a full-on control interface. Like, it's got adjustable armrest. The chair can support over 100 kilos and can even tilt forward when you really need to lock in. And the headrest can move forward and back to 100 kilos and can even tilt forward when you really.
I feel like I asked this before in the past too, but what is this anime? Like, what's the name of this anime? I always wanted to use this, I guess, meme, this whatever, in future videos. I just never knew what this was called. I guess I could like probably find it on Google. But what is this?
They need to lock in. And the headrest can move forward and back and can go up and down for all you 6-foot gamers out there. No matter what, it's got your back. And it's pretty easy to assemble, and that's coming from someone where the 8+ on Lego boxes is measuring how many hours it takes me. And I haven't even mentioned the E7 Pro standing desk, because sometimes you just don't want to keep that donkey tucked away all day. I didn't get this one personally, but I've enlisted the help of a Canadian stunt double to show off to you that the desk is stable as hell.
Oh, that is very
won't
stable.
wobble no matter how hard you spam that keyboard. The E7's pretty easy to adjust, and it's customizable, so you can choose what size, color, and
how much is that price?
The E7's pretty easy to adjust, and it's customizable.
$450, I'm good.
I'm good.
That's a whole Switch 2 right there.
And it can hold up to 200 kilos in case your mum sits on it. So check out the link in the description or use my code for discounts like $50 off the C7 chair. Thanks so much to FlexiSpot for giving my spine another 10 years. And let's get back to looking at some more crappy kids movies. I started making this video just in time for there to be a new SpongeBob movie to come out that everyone is already calling the worst SpongeBob thing ever, which I don't know, it's a pretty big call, man. Gotta be honest, the only other SpongeBob thing I've ever seen is the movie with David Hasselhoff in it. That's a good movie. I still wanted to check this out to see if it was as bad as people were saying, or if it was just like SpongeBob fans exaggerating, which I mean, please, they would never do. I remember hearing that this one like leaked onto Twitter earlier this year, so like people had already seen it like 6 months ago, and the reactions weren't great, but also bear in mind that Twitter's video quality looks like this. I also don't know why this is on Netflix when Paramount literally has their own streaming service. Like, did they upload it to the wrong site, or?
And all my streaming videos on demand. I can't demand them anymore.
The premise here is that the research lab that Sandy works for kidnaps all of Bikini Bottoms so that they can clone them and turn them into marketable toys to sell to children. The bad guys are literally just Nickelodeon's merchandising department. This one's like the last couple SpongeBob movies where they blend live action with animation, and sometimes it looks pretty good, and sometimes it's like the last half hour of the movie where we find out that the bad guy is like a cyborg with a real human head, just kind of like shittily edited onto an animated robot body. Like, it looks so fucking weird. Her name is Tsunami, by the way. Love it. She has like this backstory scene where they kind of just like pull.
That head is just so big, like it's just jarring to me. I don't know. Also, I don't like. I mean, maybe I gotta grow in it. Maybe I gotta watch the movie myself. I'm not gonna watch the movie, but I don't think I like how they're animated. The cartoon characters like SpongeBob and them.
Keyframe her head onto a child's body, and like, yeah, obviously the fact that it looks kind of jank is the joke, but I don't know, it's kind of good to know that I could always get a job at Netflix if this YouTube thing doesn't work out. But like, aside from that, honestly, I thought this one was just kind of fine. Like, I didn't think it was amazing or anything, but it is definitely not up there with like the worst ever, unlike the next one we're gonna look at. Okay, so I figure at some point in one of these bad movie videos, I'm going to have to talk about Space Chimps.
I never even heard the first one.
Absolutely clears the worst kids movies ever list, even though I find it really hard to believe believe that anyone is that passionate about the Space Chimps franchise. The first one's one of those movies where it's like fallen into that part of my brain where I know that I definitely saw it as a kid, but I can't remember a single thing about it. You know, next to like, I don't know, Planet 51 or Escape from Planet Earth, you know, those kind of movies.
Never seen it.
And the first one isn't
Never
amazing, but it's not bad. It's got jokes, okay?
I guess I'm just a chimp off the old block. Shut the fuck up!
I think the most notable thing about the first movie is how the main chimp is like speedrunning the world record for the most workplace HR violations with how much he harasses the only female chimp in the movie.
Luna means moon in Latin.
That's right, sir.
Monkey.
But as it turns out, the first Space Chimps is a cinematic masterpiece compared to Space Chimps 2 Zartog Strikes Back.
This is how we do it at Mission Control.
Oh no! Now, both of these released in cinemas are only like...
It's funny, I was thinking about saying oh no too, but the monkey got my back. No jokes there. No jokes there.
2 years apart, so I don't know why the animation is like noticeably so much worse than the first one. And like the Wikipedia page is completely barren of any information about it because no one gives a shit about Space Chimps 2. At the end of the first movie, they encase the bad guy Zartog in the alien equivalent of concrete and strap him to the nose cone of their ship so they can fly back to Earth, which, Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure has to be some kind of war crime. In the sequel, he breaks out because one of the chimps hijacks a ship to go bone an alien from the first movie that he's apparently now e-dating. So yeah, the one thing I do remember about Space Chimps actually is that it has some of the ugliest fucking alien designs I've ever seen in my life. Like every time I look at this thing,
isn't it a big-headed baby?
I'm filled with this overwhelming urge to kick a toddler.
I will, kick it.
Follow me. I will only grow stronger.
She looks like if
Kick the
Megamind's
baby.
parents terminated their pregnancy halfway. Space Chimps 2 feels more like a filler episode of a TV show that doesn't exist than a movie with an actual plot, because like the first 40 minutes is just the movie making us endure scenes of the sexual tension between a monkey and an unborn fetus.
On my planet, we only give schnitzel fruit to very special friends.
And then meanwhile,
Wait, the chimp is in love with that? It looks like a top. Keep it playing.
you have like half an hour of scenes of Zartog
We have no need
not
to digest
understanding
them,
how
so
Earth
keep it going.
technology works. Like literally the first thing he does after waking up is getting hit by a car. One of the Space Chimps lets Zartog into NASA because he has severe brain damage from when they crash landed on Earth in the first movie.
Guess who I just ran into?
That Crump?
Zartog.
Joe Swatson?
Gave him level 5 clearance to mission control. Oh, you should have been there. It was hilarious.
It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm pretty sure that's like a legitimate plot point. Zartog finds like a disintegration
remote?
ray
Oh,
in
never
NASA
mind.
that looks like a Wiimote for some reason. And he goes around mass murdering everyone at NASA.
Well, dang.
Which is like the 3 models they actually made of humans in this movie. I don't know why it looks like a Wiimote. I don't know if that was
is
like a
definitely
tie-in
Wii
with the
remote.
Wii game or if they just couldn't be bothered coming up
Probably
with a
a
model
tie-in,
for it.
probably a
But
tie-in.
maybe Zartog was the hero all along because the first thing he does after meeting Kilowatt is immediately kill her. So I'm sorry I called you ugly,
Beautiful.
Zartog. You were a
Beautiful.
real one, man.
Good job.
It's just awful. Go shove a banana up your ass.
All right, so save the best till last as always. The last one for today is Rhapsody Street
No! No! That's a good movie! No! No! I thought it was gonna be Dino Island! That's one of the first bad movies I watched on my other channel, whatever. Me and my friend, we have a bond with this movie. This movie is great because it's so bad. But it's so funny because it's so bad. Please show the grandma. You gotta show the grandma. You gotta show the grandma.
Banana up your ass.
All right, so save the best till last as always. The last one for today is Rhapsody Street Kids, which I'm finding really hard to believe is a real movie and not an early sign of my brain death. This was a 40-minute long Christmas special that aired on WB in 2002 on actual television.
Oh, I didn't know it aired
how
on
it looked,
actual TV.
but you're never gonna believe that there was some actual talent behind this. Like this shit is like the Avengers Endgame of voice actors. We've got Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Bart Simpson,
Look at me.
Ariel, Ultra Magnus, and fucking Mark Hamill. Did these guys owe money or
They have
something?
some voice actors there.
Decorate the tree.
Let's just see what Ricky Rhinemaster can do.
No, that is not the voice that should be coming out of that face, man. What the
Right?
fuck? Oh, and it's a musical too, because I haven't suffered enough, apparently.
Look at me, look and you'll see the
I really want to tell you what this is about, but I think kids watching this would have an easier time following the plot of a Christopher Nolan movie. The animation isn't just bad, like, it genuinely does not convey what is supposed to be happening. I had to
Yeah.
bust out Wikipedia to check, like, the write-up on the plot to try and understand what I was even watching. We, like, follow this apparently human child called Ricky, and everyone in
Ricky!
Ricky's class of sentient sex dolls absolutely hates him.
You might be smart with books, but you sure are stupid.
Which might have something to do with
Get
the
her.
fact that he starts uncontrollably rapping whenever anyone tries to talk to him.
I'm a decorating master, no one is faster. Don't you know I'm a Christmas tree blaster?
And it also doesn't help that his teacher probably shouldn't be allowed to work with children.
Ow! Miss Parrington, get him away from
That's not real.
That means he likes you.
Also, Ricky lives with his grandma, who may actually be possessed by a demon.
Grandma, you always know just what to say.
Christmas.
I could go on for ages.
I love it every time she talks. I love the grandma. Best character in the movie. Hilarious. My friend told me there's like something like, I forgot what happened during the voice acting thing, but like, hilarious. Love it.
How the animation's bad, but I also don't really know if I want to call this animation. Like, what is there even to say, really? You have eyes. You don't need me to tell you. They live in, like, this hellscape made out of 2D PowerPoint assets. Like, everything that isn't a building or the animator's impression of a person is just, like, an unmoving JPEG, like the cars with wheels that don't spin. There's a part where Ricky gives his crush a bear as a present, and it, like, changes its plane of existence when she touches it. There's this one part where they tried to animate a dog. There is a shot where this woman doesn't have legs. I would be legitimately surprised if you even told me this had a script.
I'm ready to skate bigger and faster than my mom can make the biggest sandwich in the world.
Oh. I think the part where I lost it, though, was when this one girl gets given, like, a pony for Christmas, but they've just left it outside in the freezing cold, which is probably why it's not moving. So apparently, this entire thing was made in, like, 4 months. And the problem was they were using this program called 3D Choreographer that is, like, the Windows Movie Maker of animation software. Like, it could render shit way faster than most other programs, sure, but that was also because it looks like this. But you also couldn't model anything in it. You couldn't swap out textures. Basically, you couldn't do any of the bare minimum requirements to make an animated movie. So yeah, that explains why it looks the way it does, I guess. Rhapsody Street Kids ends with a threat that they were going to do another one of these, but we were all very fortunate that that never happened.
No, we wanted it.
Santa.
And a Merry Christmas to all.
Shut that door.
Yeah,
that was maybe the worst thing I've seen in my entire life. So yeah, this one wins, I think. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this one. Be sure to smash that like button. I'm about to go smash my head against a wall until I forget about everything I saw today. And I will see you guys next time.
Nah, don't take his word. Disagree. I disagree. I'm gonna give it a like though. But I disagree. Listen, Ratatouille and Dino King Island, whatever, are way worse than Rhapsody Street Kids. Take my word for it. That movie is funny. Because it's terrible.
I start nursing school in September, and before I sent off
Man, I really thought that person that done that was the woman from Dino Island. I was completely wrong. I forgot that other lady was a character in Rhapsody Street Kids. Man, they had like a stellar cast of voice actors. It's just you saw the visuals. They weren't visual. They weren't animated. I'm surprised they made the monkey fall in love with the baby fetus thing. That's weird. But good thing that baby fetus thing is gone now because that's just weird. I don't like that. What else was there? Oh, then the first one, SpongeBob movie. I mean, it looks like it's like, you know, I mean, it's not gonna compare against the first ever SpongeBob movie with the I'm a goofy goober. Yeah, you're not. That's like best SpongeBob movie of all time. I don't even care what other SpongeBob movies there are. That's the best SpongeBob movie of all time. Wait, there's the Among Us vs. Fall Guys death battle? I did not know about that. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video. There's nothing really I can say about this because it's like bad movies. I'm just saying though, YouTube, Rhapsody Street Kids. It's free on YouTube. You can look it up, watch it for free. Come back to me, tell me how you feel about it. You're gonna enjoy it, or not. You know, either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. That's it, there's no in between. There's no in between. But yeah, hope you enjoyed my reaction, and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. See you later. My heart broke when I saw that Rhapsody Street Kids was the third or the last one that popped up on here. Diamondbolt, how could you not understand greatness? Come on, when you see them not animated properly, how could you not see the truth behind it? You gotta look deeper. You gotta dive deeper into the animation. Sure, it was janky and bad and lacked any sort of meaning, but I want a sequel.